this working? Just quietly. Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hello. Hi. Hope you're all well. Give you a minute to all get here. Ooh. Hello. Welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining and being here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. I hope you're all doing well. Every year I come on and I say, I'm sorry, I'm bad at live, and then I continue to not do it well and stare at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It's so good to see you all and be here live and be speaking with you in real time. Today is really exciting. I'm really looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Today we are actually going to be joined by an incredible guest. Her name is Monique Melton. She is a brilliant anti-racism educator. She's the founder of the Shine Bright School. She's an author, international speaker. She's a host of a podcast, the Shine Brighter Together podcast. She also teaches classes on topics like friendship dynamics and confidence, perfectionism, diet culture. She's incredible. So she's going to be joining us here in a minute. While I wait for her to join, I just got to say, friends, I cannot speak more highly of Monique and her classes. They're called Shine classes that she hosts. If you miss them live, you can catch replays online. They are so incredible. Every class is so thorough. It's so detailed. Sometimes there's time for Q&A from the students. There are resource guides occasionally. There are breakout rooms where students can talk with each other about what we've learned so far. There's special guest speakers sometimes, and they're just incredible. And there's also so much warmth and joy and community to the classes, which is just another example of Monique and how funny she is and her generosity with her students, the way she connects with her students. Anyway, so I think her request is here to join. But today we're going to be speaking about her work and the 21-day Pursue Black Liberation Challenge, which is happening now. Which is exciting. Did it? Should I try? Hi!
Hello. Hola.
Welcome.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien. Tengo hambre, pero muy bien.
Thank you so much for being here and giving us your time this afternoon, my afternoon. It's so lovely to see you. I so appreciate you being here today.
Oh, you are so generous and lovely. I listened to you give the introduction, and I'm just like, thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course, absolutely.
Truly appreciate. I feel like is this our third?
I think it's third. Yeah, I think it's third.
Love it. And how are you doing over there?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I've really been looking forward to getting the chance to speak with you. I just took a Shine class replay the night before last, which was so amazing. Which got me even more excited to get to talk to you face to face. So I'm just so appreciative that you're here. For anyone that is just getting here that missed the intro, you maybe want to introduce yourself and talk about the work that you do?
Yeah, thank you so much. You know, you would also be good at interviewing people. So just in case you need to be reminded of that. But anyway, so I'm Monique Melton. Hey, y'all. Hey, thanks for being here. Hey, everyone. First and foremost, I always tell people I'm a whole human being. And the work that I do in the world is to pursue Black liberation. Starting with myself, because Black liberation is for me too. I'm the founder of the Shine Bright School, where we have a community of folks who are committing to doing the work from the inside out for liberation. And I am a podcaster. So you've already said these things, but I'll say it for the folks just joining. Podcaster, Shine Brighter Together podcast. I'm an author. I'm writing another book. And the name of it is I'm Not Taking Money Advice from White Women. Baby, the pages will turn. Or the ears will listen through Audible. Whatever you want to do. And I also do consulting with brands and speaking as well. And I am also married to my high school sweetheart. We've been together for 22 years. 17 married, 22 together. We have two beautiful Black children. And we live in Spain. We moved from the States and we live in Spain.
That's right. That's so exciting. Are you enjoying that move?
I am, but it is definitely like just yesterday, not yesterday, before yesterday, we were trying to figure some stuff out, but we're not fluent in Spanish. And it was interesting. It was interesting. The app, the translator app was used. Okay. Like we figured it out. So it's just sometimes things like that can be kind of like, I just want to be able to explain this really simple thing to me, but I don't have the full language yet. But we're
100%. Yeah.
We're getting there.
Well, you're also the creator of the Pursue Black Liberation 21-Day Challenge, which is happening now. You can join anytime. Would you mind telling us what that is and how we can join?
Yeah, I feel like you've done the challenge from when we first did it. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you've been doing it for a while too.
Yeah.
So we have the Pursue Black Liberation Challenge, and it is a really great invitation for folks to build a daily practice of pursuing Black liberation. Because a lot of times people hear these concepts, these ideas, and they sometimes make them really theoretical or, you know, even maybe mystical. And so pie in the sky kind of things. And it's like, no, these are real things that we can do in our day-to-day lives right where we are. So this is a challenge that you can do no matter where you live in the world. And we have people that do the challenge all over the world, to have a better understanding of how to engage in anti-racism work, how to commit to Black liberation as a daily practice. So what we do through 21 days, we give folks a workbook that they can work through. Each day has a prompt that you can explore that helps you to understand better ways to take action. And every time we hear from people, there are people who've done the challenge every time since we've started it. And they're like, I learned something new. It is just like so profound. And what we include in it is a brief class on Black liberation and what it means to me as a Black woman. And we also include in the course version of it, because there's two options for folks depending on where you want to start. In the course, we also include some resources for the whole family. So you can be able to, you know, have these conversations if you are engaging with children in your life. And so I really just wanted to create something for people who sometimes maybe feel overwhelmed or unsure where to start, or maybe feel like, oh, I don't have a lot of impact, or I don't have a lot of money, or I don't have a lot of time. What could I do? I'm just one person. And I wanted folks to feel empowered that actually you can do work every day towards liberation. And here are some ways to get started.
And such a huge part of the challenge, and I mean all of your work and your framework, I feel like, is community and the need for a community, which is a big lesson that I'm still learning and improving on. But there's an amazing community that you host on Patreon. Would you mind talking about that a little bit?
You're just so sweet. I can't get over it. I'm sorry, I just can't help it. But you're such a lovely human being. But yes. Okay. But I have a community on Patreon, and these comments are so distracting. I'm trying
Let me turn them off. Let me turn them off.
Let me look. Yes, just for a moment. They are killing me.
How do I do this?
If you can. If not, I'll just stop looking at them.
I think I got it. I got it.
Did you do it? Okay, cool. You have a lot of love here. People love you. That's good. They should love you. So yes, we have a community you can join for $3 a month or more. And the community, I created the community. I like to do things with intention, because I used to dish out so much content on Instagram, educational content around anti-racism, day in, day out. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, this is so much labor and so much effort and energy. I wanted to create a space for folks who wanted to support what I was putting out there, but even beyond that, like support Black joy without strings attached. And so the Patreon is set up very intentional. It's not a place where I'm constantly creating more content. You're not there for content. You're there to support a Black woman who's doing work for Black liberation. And you're also there to be in community with people who want to do this work. So we have conversations, we have community events like speed friending, we have story time, we have these really cool things, and we're actually getting ready to launch something brand new with the school that we haven't released just yet, but if you are in the community on Patreon, you're going to find out first, and you're going to get an invitation to engage at a special member investment option. So for those who, I feel like I'm at an infomercial right now, but for those, I would be really good on QVC. Like I would really, like for a low price, if you order today, like I feel like I could really give it to the people. But exactly, like call, the phones are ringing up, the phones I always wake up to those infomercials when I stay at a hotel because I fall asleep with the TV on sometimes. And I wake up like wanting a new shampoo. I'm like, what happened over here? You know, like, it's so intense. But yeah, the folks in the Patreon. So if you're interested, you can just click the link in my bio. You can join the community. It's such a lovely community. People have told me over and over again how much they just feel so supported and they just love it. It's so positive. I love the community. We don't have no drama. There don't be no drama up in there. It is just such a positive place. I love it.
It's such a beautiful community. Friends, I'm a part of it. I'll have that link in my stories after this. I really couldn't encourage you more to get a part of that. Do you have any time for any questions?
Yeah.
Not about the challenge?
Some time.
Okay.
I got some time. For the low price, call in now.
For the next 15 minutes.
Yep, the next 15 minutes, you callers could have. This is my next career. We're claiming it. Yes, let's do some questions.
So I just took the white feminism replay, which was so incredible. And something that came up was how the competitive nature of white feminism and white culture breeds perfectionism. And I feel like perfectionism is a theme that comes up a lot in the anti-racism classes. And how perfectionism is born of white supremacy and is a weapon of white supremacy. And perfection is definitely something that I see so much in my life from a very young age. That's something I'm really focusing on. But I was wondering if you would mind talking a little bit about that, the perfectionism aspect of things, and then maybe if there were 3 currently available classes on the Shine Bright School about how to break up with perfectionism.
Basically, me and you, we're about to do this thing. We're gonna get our QVC channel because we are killing it. Okay, so
they're ringing.
They're ringing off hook. Okay, killing it. So we have. I did not tell her to do this, y'all. That's why I'm so tickled by it. So there are 3. We have a perfectionism series. And it's part 1, part 2, part 3, and the third one, I don't know if you've done it yet. Have you done the third one yet? Because there's
I haven't. I missed all of them live, so that whole 3 replays are next for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love it. When I tell you, people have told me, especially part 1, that's why I'm like, don't skip part 1. People are like, it literally changed my life. Like, I've heard people tell me that, and I'm just like, well, damn, I'm just over here co-creating with the ancestors. Like, yes, you know? So we have 3 parts. The third one, though, has a 21-day challenge in it, and it's juicy. It's juicy. It's delicious. It's juicy like a lovely, just plump orange. Love it. So, but yeah, like perfectionism is so embedded too. We're like so deeply socialized to pursue perfectionism as a viable means by which we like govern our lives, by which we measure our relationships, by which we measure ourselves, especially our bodies, you know. And I was just talking even recently, it's just actually, I think it was just today, I was thinking about perfectionism and the still the like grips that it has in my life, because you never are just like, so long as we live in these toxic environments, it's just like, we're never just completely free of all this stuff. Like, we're constantly unraveling new and new things. And one of the things that came up for me around like perfectionism is desiring perfection even in my healing journey, and expecting to like be like, I don't know if you do things like Duolingo or those like things,
Sure.
where like you have a streak and you're supposed to get these many days. And it's like, sometimes we put like, I was noticing like for myself that I was like putting this like almost this streak mentality, like this perfect, this is how you have to do every time or you're not. And I was like, whoa, we're not putting perfectionism as a standard for our healing journey. But I noticed that came up for me. But yeah, understanding that perfectionism is white supremacy by another name really helped me divest from it as something that I would like define myself as. Because when I was a makeup artist, I used to call myself a perfectionist proudly. I used to be like, yeah, I'm a perfectionist. And clients loved it because they wanted to look good. They'd be like, oh yeah, I love this shit perfection. I want my eyeshadow to be perfect, you know? But it's so toxic. It's so violent. And the way that we hold ourselves to these standards don't just stay with us. We also then hold other people to perfectionism standards, and it wreaks havoc in our relationships, in all areas of our lives. And so it really is a process, but it's possible to actively work on divesting from it. But it's something you got to do intentionally, though.
100%. I definitely have had an interesting journey noticing that in myself, and it coming up first in high school and seeing that academically, and then now. So I really appreciate that those classes are there, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this place.
Where do you see it showing up for you now the most? Where do you notice it the most now?
I think it's been interesting seeing it show up in my work, in my career, because I'm an actor. And perfection and art is a really weird relationship dichotomy thing that I would really see showing up in auditions and on set. I wanted the art to be perfect, which that pursuit of perfection is just inherently is not what the art is, and it's not what the craft is. And then when the like industry aspect of things starts taking hold, then that brings another aspect of perfectionism and wanting a good streak of working jobs, or like social media, or just all of this. So I've really been noticing that a lot in the last few jobs I've worked. That's been the newest place that I've seen it come up. It's interesting.
Does it surprise you when it comes up? Or are you like, of course it's here? Or does it maybe surprise you in ways? Or maybe it's both?
It doesn't surprise me, because I noticed it in high school when a teacher said it to me, because I was trying to explain. I didn't understand how I was such a procrastinator and had such a hard time getting to the work, but I cared about it so much and I wanted it to be perfect. And I said, I don't understand. I'm like a procrastinator, but I'm also a perfectionist. And she was like, of course you are. Like, the stress of perfection will just inherently just burn out. You won't want to do the work. And then since then, I noticed that even since childhood, it's been a really big streak in my personality, and a lot of my value has been on being, you know, a very good girl in a lot of aspects. And so now when I see it pop up in places like work, it's not a surprise. It's like, oh my God, here too. No.
Yeah. It's like, what you do? You here too? Yeah. And it's also like, it's hard to divest from anything if we're not in community with people who are supportive of us doing that.
100%.
And it doesn't mean that if people aren't supporting us and doing it, that they're bad people or we should not, you know, be around them. It just is, you have to have people who are navigating a similar journey. No one's journey is going to be the exact same, or have been there, to support you and encourage you in the process, because it is really challenging to try to go at these really big things that are so deeply ingrained and are reinforced in so many different aspects of our lives alone, which is why community is so critical to this work. critical.
100%. Well, if anyone is newer to you or your work or their anti-racism journey, are there any specific classes or courses you would recommend or that you'd want to share about?
Yeah. So for the low price, we are going. No, I would suggest starting with the Black Liberation course.
Okay.
Not the class. I mean, definitely the class if that's what you want to do, but the Black Liberation course, because it includes Introduction to Anti-Racism 101 and 102.
Right.
And a little like mini lecture on Black liberation, what it means to me, and it includes some resources. So I would say for folks who are just getting started with my work, not necessarily even if you're just getting started with anti-racism, because one of the things that people have said to me, well, I've taken other people's classes, where should I start? I say start at the beginning, because all of us have different frame of reference, all of us have different experiences, all of us have a different way of how we do these things. And so if you're starting anyone's work, just as if you were going to start a series on TV, start at episode 1. Like, you're going to start at the beginning of whatever person you're learning from. Start with their work. So I would say start with the Black Liberation course is what I would suggest.
Amazing. I will have that linked in my stories, everyone, after we wrap this up, so you can check that out there. And then how can people find and join the 21-day challenge this happening?
Yes. So a link in the bio as well. We like to keep the links in the bio nice and warm and cozy for you. So I don't really know what that visual was, but anyway, maybe like warm and cozy, sure. I think I'm just hungry, but so, I'm delusional. So the link in my bio, you'll see the different couple of links on there. The Pursue Black Liberation Challenge is in there, and you can get started. You can do it anytime. So I encourage folks to just get with it. You don't have to wait for the perfect time. You can spend 5-10 minutes a day. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I got to carve out all these hours into like, just get to it.
Amazing. That's linked in my bio as well, so you can. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, you can turn the comments back on if you want,
sure.
In case people had a couple, maybe question or two.
Yeah,
if you want.
Absolutely. Anyone questions?
I don't know. We got a lot of hearts. Thank y'all for the hearts.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's be respectful in these comments. Let's be chill.
Because if people start coming up in my DMs with nonsense, I'm just gonna block them. I don't argue with people on the internet.
Let's not.
At least I try not to. DMs. I try not to. Every now and then I might do a little tussle.
Any questions?
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, if you have any more questions
about the work. Hi everyone. Thank you.
I want to know if there are at least 5 people who are going to join the challenge today. So the Shine class is $47, so it's super, super accessible. And then the course itself is $247, and so it includes a lot more. I don't know, maybe 5 people. What do you think? I had to get my house shoe.
I think so. Friends, if you're joining the challenge, if you're about to hit that link in my bio and in Monique's bio, put a little "I'm joining the challenge" in the comment section, please.
For the low, I'm not gonna stop saying that for the rest of the day. I don't know if we're gonna see any questions. I think
I'm not sure.
Yes, no pressure. But what are you gonna be doing for the rest of your day today?
For the rest of my day today, I have my challenge for the day, the 21-day challenge, which I'm going to be getting into. I have a Pilates class later, which will be nice, get everything stretched out. Hopefully that'll be nice. And then dinner at some point, I think.
Did you say dinner?
Dinner.
Well, I hope you have a lovely Pilates class. I did Pilates in college once for about 30 seconds.
Wasn't for you?
No.
Yeah.
I was like, it almost felt offensive. Like,
these comments are getting wild. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them off.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
in the comments.
You don't do lives a lot though, do you? That's why people just don't know what to do. Anyway,
well,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Please go follow, support Monique at MoE Motivate on her page. Engage respectfully with her page. Don't slide into the DMs. I'll link the Patreon community in my stories. The 21-day challenge is in my bio. Please, I can't recommend enough that you join this challenge with me this month. You can join at any time, though. And Monique, thank you so much for being here with me today. It's such a joy to get to speak to you. I couldn't be more appreciative.
You are just such a delight. Truly. I hope to meet you in person one day because I feel like we'll have good laughs and good food. We're going to have good laughs and good food.
I think that would be wonderful.
We're going to make it happen. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Love to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.